So here we are, No Shame, episode 2. We'll be 22 before we know it. So if you've been living under a rock, the Limor kind of conspiracy app is a DIY podcast. So it's podcast on the go. So it's social media on the go. It's kind of everything in one. So today, anyway, I have Sinead Kavanagh here. So if you don't know Sinead Kavanagh, Sinead Kavanagh is a female mixed martial artist that knocks people the fuck out. You know. So I'll leave with Sinead. So Sinead, how did you get into fight?
Where do I start? A long time ago. I was 8 years old and I went to karate. Went to a karate place and everyone was like, it was like Ninja Turtles was out at the time, like Michelangelo pizza and fight. So I went into some karate place and joined that for a while, and then just led from there. Done karate, then kickboxing, boxing.
We kind of leads on the evolution.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, boxing. We have to address the elephant in the room. Yeah. So the Floyd Mayweather and the Conor McGregor fight just got announced yesterday. So like Conor will be a teammate, my teammate, yourself. I know you've been away in Conor's camps and stuff like that. What was the camp you were away for?
Mendes.
The Mendes camp. So you could have been in the circle of, and myself has been in the circle of what goes on behind the scenes, the crazy stuff. So I kind of trying to imagine what Conor was like yesterday when he heard this was all coming down. More than likely, I'd say it was like, you know, laughing his ass off because
Ka-ching.
So for somebody like, to me, it's absolutely, it's astonishing. Even when I hear some people on social media, they shouldn't do this and they shouldn't do that, and I can't. There should be a shut up button now on Facebook, you know, because the idea of Conor fighting as an Irishman, fighting Floyd Mayweather, not even that, the success and the money and the stock that's going to come from that alone, we should be backing him because
pride,
of this.
like,
and the pride alone.
Yeah,
so you know, I know you come from a boxing background to mixed martial arts, so you kind of know boxing, or Conor's kind of calibre as boxing. So a lot of people don't know he started in Crumlin Boxing Club under Phil Sutcliffe. So you know Phil yourself. So
Yeah,
so
I know.
Even Phil as a coach is an extraordinary coach, isn't he?
Yeah.
Have you done some training with Phil?
No, I know Phil used to go down to the club and we used to hold fights every Thursday, I think it was. And
Thursday night fights or something.
Thursday night fights, we used to go down and just a mix. It used to be packed. And the Good Friday, they used to have sell drink. I can say that now because it's coming in now.
Yeah, it's going to be alright. And we want that back in the day. That's a real cinch now, you know.
And yeah, so Phil sound, and he used to hang around with my ma as well. As kids.
Since I think everyone who kind of Crumlin knew it, knows everyone around that area. So I remember one day walking into the gym and I seen you and Conor sparring in the ring, and I think it was kind of maybe midday, and it was intense to say the least, you know. So look, I know from probably being a sparring partner of yourself and being in your corner in a lot of your fights is you're an intense fighter as well. So regarding as in what you bring to MMA, the only thing I can think of is, first off, not the only thing I can think of, is a right hand. Sinead Kavanagh has one of the solidest right hands in the game. So there's times I've been hit by your right hand and I've kind of got that coppery taste in my mouth. For anybody that doesn't know, if you get hit really, really hard, you get this kind of taste of copper in your mouth, and I thought it was only me for ages, but then I remember standing at the sparring and asking people, and they went, no, I have it too. So maybe we were the ones that were just getting hit hard. But so the idea of you passing over to mixed martial arts, so I know for you that was a huge challenge at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I know you had like as most people do, you had your doubts. Yeah, some days you went home, you kicked the dog around the gaff, you know what I mean? You cried, didn't want to do it. But then other days I've been at the of your highest highs as well. So it's it's been kind of great to see. Like bringing you in for this kind of episode of No Shame on Limor is what I wanted you to come in because I know that because me and you have like kind of that emotional connection between combat sports and stuff like that. So I'm gonna ask
banter.
Yeah. So it was actually at last man. I was doing like the fight analysis at the same time, but you were up and I was saying to the producer, no, Sinead's fighting and I'm doing that corner, so I'm shedding the suit and I'm going up and putting the shorts on and stuff like that. But John said to me, Sinead's looking for you in the dressing room up there, and I kind of, when I went in, every time I think I'll go into a dressing room when you're getting ready, I can feel that same energy of like, but it's perfect. It's like that fire pilot energy, the energy that keeps you sharp, you know.
Yeah.
And you keep that, and that's I think we were already conversating about that downstairs, and that's huge. That's a big thing. So, do you feel that guides you in a good place in a fight, or would it be correct saying that in the energy that you carry just before the fight?
Yeah.
But explain it to people that don't understand what it's like.
Up in the dressing room,
yeah,
like
the shitting yourself. Explain that what it's like.
It's the unknown. You just don't know what's going to happen. Am I going to get knocked out? Am I going to knock them out? Am I, like, what's going to happen? Like, you know, am I going to end up on me ass? Like, you know, and the crowd, like, hundreds of people are there to watch you. And you just want to put on your best performance, show off your skills, do it and finish someone in style and look cool, like.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, so
that's the part that people don't see, isn't it? Is in the fight world, is that the idea of being backstage. You're still a human. The other people, they believe that sometimes you're this incredible, like, you don't feel what they feel. If you put them into your shoes, they would feel exactly how you feel. But to me, I think it's obvious. It's how you react, isn't it?
Yeah.
To them situations.
Like I do feel like I'm a gladiator. I just had to get something in my mind just to keep me. You know, it's do or die.
That's it. That is
it, right? You know, I'm going out to battle here and go into the cage, and that's it. Like, I'm not coming out here until I win. Till this fight is mine.
100%. Like, you know. I totally get the feeling which you're getting, because I used to do the same thing. I used to put myself into that, like, this is do or die. This is right here, right now. You can't change. Like, you wind yourself up if you must. You know what I mean? So but the idea of your next fight. So your next fight is is it Phoenix in New York?
Verona.
Yeah,
Verona.
You explain. You know more about it.
Yeah. So I'm Bellator. I'm signed with Bellator now. The fight is 182. Bellator. It's in New York. And it's in New York, it's in Verona, and it's in some big casino. I looked it up, and it's it looks pretty cool.
You get over 21, ain't you?
Yeah.
So,
just a little bit.
Pushing on. You're like me now. But what was I going to say to you? I was going to say, so your last fight didn't go your way, and I was there, which you know, I couldn't not understand what went wrong in that fight, but the guy was a good wrestler. Like, when I was sitting beside John at cage side, when the guy was doing some takedowns, the boat was like going, shit, did you see that? That was pretty cool. Like, the girl was pulling off some really, really good kind of takedowns and stuff like that. But now coming to the end of it, she was breaking. When you cracked her with that right hand, there was a time in the fight where I think she was crumbling and breaking, and she got a takedown again. And it's I've been stuck in a situation like that before as well, where you're just trying to swing, and then all of a sudden you're on your ass again. And it is hard, and that's another part I think that people don't see. It's the losing part of fighting is extremely hard, isn't it? Yeah,
it's terrible. Like, we're just going back to that fight. Like, I haven't got a time to. I no one's asked me about, like, oh, so you lost or fight. So I lost the fight.
That's what No Shame is all about.
I lost the fight. It was my first pro loss, and like, it's going back there. It was just I was not mentally prepared and physically prepared for that. I didn't give myself enough time. I crumbled in the fight, and it kind of killed me. Like, so the after effect of losing the fight was going on the piss.
That's how weirdest people respond to a lot of things.
So it was going on the piss for so I don't know, good few days, hours.
She means weeks. She meant weeks. No, but I totally know what you mean, because and the idea of me kind of putting this kind of podcast together when Shane came to me, Shane's the creator of Limor, when he came to me, I was like, this was something I wanted to do before that, because I wanted to ask fighters and try to let other people figure out what goes on in their head, because I know for the fact, I thought, am I just mental, or am I just, walking around, and it's very hard to kind of explain to other people what the feelings and what goes into fighting, because one of the worst things that people used to say to me was, 15 minutes? Jazz, I do that for 15 minutes myself.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And you're talking about money that's like, when it gets to that stage, you would give the money away for the win, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 100%. Like,
and that, no, I don't know if it's Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. I don't know about that now. But so going into it, who do you think is going to win the Floyd and the Conor fight?
Oh, it's going to be something else. It's just like, it's amazing. Like, I see Floyd running for doing what he does, running for the fight, like, and just getting the points in.
100%. This is what I've seen this as well, because it's been going on for so long, so you can't help but think about it. But I can see Floyd coming out like that real kind of wide stance that he holds, but staying very low. I think the idea of him getting his head lower than Conor's hips, you know, because in MMA, you get your head taken off if you do that, but in boxing you can kind of hide down in that little area to stop the shots, especially with the shoulder cover that he uses. So he uses that shoulder roll very well, and he kind of pushes him down into that situation, doesn't he? So I
just see him running for a lot of the rounds. Like
a lot of his fights he does run, and the thing is he doesn't.
And he doesn't mix it, like. No, he won't mix it.
He stands by the idea, I think, of that not getting hit and hitting someone else, and that is the key of boxing, but it can rob people's fights, and I don't think Floyd Mayweather is, to be honest, I don't think he's all up there in the kind of, I think he's about the mentality of a 16-year-old, to be honest. I was just seeing a video. He's none
of the greatest anyway. No. Come on, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier.
And they had that line thing about them. They had that prime.
They wanted a fight. They wanted to get in there and mix it, like.
Yes. He doesn't want. He's kind of like a fencing fighter to me.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I think that's going to create frustration. But here's the thing that is going to be the trump card, I think, in the whole fight, is that he has to go through these pressers and these press conferences and stuff like that with Conor.
Oh, stop.
So that's the 13th round, if you ask me, but it starts before the first round, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that nobody's ever done to Floyd. No. Nobody's ever told Floyd, I'm gonna knock you out.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And I think even when we came to the contracts being signed, the idea that Conor signed his and threw it on the table, and then Floyd kind of took a little while to sign his in a way, and I don't know whether he's at the biting off more he can shoot from Floyd. But another thing I will say, I believe that this fight is going to happen when the both of them go into the ring. So I said something on Facebook yesterday, and when I read back and I was like, yeah, that was a cool way to put that in. The idea of this is going to be the most anticipated ring of a bell in fight history.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like all the way back to like the Chile Manila, to be back into like Charles Burley days, to this is. And
when you trained with this fella, like I train with him, and he's gonna fucking fight Floyd, like,
which is
just crazy.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is, like, it's like, and to think of Conor's into having that little break now. So and you know Conor, like I know Conor, that like is when he's out of the gym, he gets that kind of like energy in him where he's just hunger again. He's giddy to be back or something like that. So with Floyd having that and with Conor having that at the same time, it's great. It's going to make explosions. It's going to be. I think it's going to be a big big kind of the build up to it. That's going to add to it, you know.
Oh, it's going to be something else. I can't wait for the press conference. Like, I just can't wait for Conor's smart mouth just to come out and just give him shit.
$50 pay per view for the press conference. That's what it's going to be. So going out to New York, are you going to travel out early, or are you going to travel out weeks before? What do you like?
This is it'd be my first time fighting in America as a pro.
Right.
You know, I don't know.
You fought in the World Championships.
The World Championships I fought.
Sinead is a world champion because the girl that she fought against got done for doping.
Yeah.
In an amateur sport. Come on.
Yeah, she stole the goal away from me.
It's costing you money to be doping as an amateur sport, so stop it.
Yeah, so we went over there and we were in Conor's training camp for that. Now, Conor has said to me, and he said that like when he has the Mayweather, the camp for Mayweather, that he's going to bring me over. So fingers crossed now that happens, and I go out and for a few weeks and then
huge. But that's going to be like a multi-million-dollar camp. You know what I mean? So there's going to be the best of things there. For you to prevail of, you know what I mean? Like and you know what? That's one thing I've always known about Conor as well.
He looks after his own.
And that's it. And that's the main. He always comes back and looks after his own. You know what I mean? And the thing is, you are not one of them people, and I'm certainly not one of them people that's good. I'm always trying to build my profile off kind of Conor's now. You know, like since this morning I get interviews, phone calls from like 6 o'clock this morning. You know, and it's like it comes to a certain time, doesn't it, where you don't want to be kind of trying to build yourself off somebody else's product, you know what I mean? But
no, you are who you are.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're not anyone else.
And you know what? I think Conor respects that and appreciates
that.
Well, you know?
Yeah.
So, let's go into it more, kind of let people know about who you are. So Sinead would be, Sinead is an openly gay fighter. Yeah, so and our girlfriend is a little bit more aggressive than Sinead as well sometimes. Towards me when I'm trying to push her out of the dressing room. But it is a thing in within martial arts and within sports that people, not that they don't touch on, but it's getting better. And I love seeing people that are kind of like open about who they are in a way. As you just said, you have to be who you are, you know. So how do you find that like the martial arts community has accepted like gay fighters and different kind of like ethnicities. What's it called?
Ethnicities.
What's that one, Sean?
Ethnicities.
Oh God, Shane. Sorry, Sean. Shane. Hey, that's the word. We're going to use that one, right? How would you feel if they accepted?
Well, when I walked into SBG, I thought like there was not going to be a problem here about my sexuality. Like, you know, right? Everyone was. It was an open gym. Like, yeah, I was confident. Like, you know, with the boxing, like.
I was going to ask. This is the question I'm going to ask. Don't hear him. Explain this part. I'm going to ask that one as well.
Yeah, but yeah, it was.
So within SBG, you.
It was in. Yeah, it was. You are who you are. You are. Like, you know what I mean, and that's it. Like, go with that. Like.
Well, I have boxed and I've done martial arts, and I find that look. No, I'm not gay. But when walking into SBG and seeing like the gay pride flag and stuff like that, it's a huge thing to know that like everybody's accepted, because kids do ask me in the kids classes about like what's that flag, and I say this flag represents, and it's not just the gay community to me. It represents difference. It represents everybody. It represents foreign people living in Ireland. It represents Irish people living all over the world. Because the people to me that say like, and it's going on in England and stuff like that at the moment, so we can touch on it, and it has been going on in Ireland for a long time about foreign people moving to countries and stuff like that, and people are like, they get a little bit, oh well, this is our country, and so no, I'm not like that. If you pull your weight, I'm happy for you to live anywhere, you know, like but I know in England like they're trying to like push other races out, and in America Trump is trying to break walls down or build walls up and stuff like that, and also the idea of keeping it open within sports is always huge, you know. It's making sure that the acceptance is.
You need to be yourself, like suffer with depression as well, you know what I mean? Like, so like, and like I'm just gonna be me. Life is too fucking short. Yeah. You know what I mean? Life's too short to be someone else, to act different in front of people. Like, it's like, no, like just be you, and show people that you can be yourself, and show other people that to come out, be yourself, like, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. So you're kind of like a beacon in light. That's why I touched on this question for you, because there is people out there that kind of
they're afraid. Like.
Yeah, they're afraid, and when they kind of attach themselves and see people like you, as like people like yourself, as being openly gay in a sport, being a high level athlete as well, fighting on high level shows, and being proud of who you are, you know, that's a huge thing. So you're playing an important role there. So well done to yourself, and anyway doing that, because as he is you. Make sure your girlfriend doesn't beat me up when you say it. But anyway, in the boxing community, how did you? Because to me, mixed martial arts is kind of like the new world, the new community, the new life of like acceptance, and then kind of like boxing and a lot of kind of traditional on the line sports are kind of like the Catholic Church view of you must stuff, like that's the difference to me, you know, like where they're kind of built up in certain structures and you can't go outside the lines, and it's very old school, you know what I mean, old Ireland if you must, you know,
Stone Age.
So is this how you felt about it?
Well, when I was there, like I'm in SBG 3 years now.
Jeez, I think really longer than that.
No, 3 years, like
just flying in as well, wasn't it?
So I'm in there 3 years, and like before when I was in the boxing, like that's how it was. You can't talk about that. You can't let your emotions out. You can't be who you are. That's hidden, like locked away in a drawer somewhere, like you know what I mean. And no, because the people running that were out of touch. Like these are old fellas, like, you know what I mean, old men, like, you know. This
is how I seen it as well. As I said, it's new age, you know what I mean. It's a new kind of mindset. But we're not bashing the boxing community here as well. Don't go tweeting us in. Limor and us in, Floyd. No, I'm only messing. But no, do you know what? Congratulations, and do you know, fair play to you being out like that, because people that are in them in boxes and in categories and stuff like that are not secure to come out. They need that. They need the feeling of that you're not going to be
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
So, finishing on a positive note, we have to go to our no shame question, right? So every show we ask a no shame question. So this is your one, Sinead. So I didn't let you in on it because it ruins the idea of it. So you have a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. You have had a boyfriend, I'm sure, in the past.
Yeah.
All right. So let me know which is worse to live with, the boys or the girls, and why.
Oh Lord.
Now saying this, Adele's probably at home now and she'd be like, you better say it. No.
Who's harder to live with?
Who's harder to live with? Emotionally.
Well, work-wise, women are.
I agree.
Because I fancy women. You know, man, when I was
it's
young,
easier to go home and look at somebody. So now
to put up with.
I won't push you more too much on that. So, thanks very much for coming in, and thanks
for
the interview. So we're just going to wrap it up there. I just want to wish Sinead wish Sinead all the best of luck in the future fight that she has coming up in New York. And we'll wrap it up there. So if you
any questions,
next week if you have any questions, throw some comments in under this. I'm gonna put this on my Instagram and I'll have the link on to my Limor account, and where you can listen to this show every single week going forward. We'll get interesting people in and we'll put them in awkward situations and ask them awkward questions and have some fun with it, no offence. So for now, catch you then.